A big welcome to all of you. This is the introduction video for then each zodiac sign. I just want to go into a little bit the details of what's going to happen on this full moon in Scorpio. Very important is that you prepare yourself to release. Scorpio is the sign where we are transforming, right? So I give you the death card one more time. It really is an intense card. And it's kind of like a water sign, and we planted the seed, remember, to like in the new moon in Taurus. So this is a time to realize that the water elements that are coming now in from this Scorpio is actually giving the seed now the place to grow, right? And a Scorpio, I'm going to show you this kind of painting that I did. It's like an intuitive painting. It's me doing the Scorpio, and I upside down, and it's my feet that are taking over, not the head, no more thinking. And it's then this energy coming through my feet, right? When they touch, it becomes one. It's not an easy pose to practice. If you were very advanced in yoga, of course, go for it. I usually come from headstand, right? So any inversion that we're doing right now are really, really good. I'm coming usually from headstand into this pose, so the transition is what's so difficult. It is so focused, being in your center, being really clear and strong, right? And knowing like, okay, this is the next move, this is the next move, and it's all your core, right? And then you come into this position, and it's like, wow, when you do it, you realize you cannot think. You have to be absolutely connected to your body, right? So just remember that this is the intensity of this full moon, right? Being focused, being really fully in there, and allowing the transformation from that physical to happen into the spiritual, into the mystical, into that next step of the enlightenment that the Buddha has reached, right, or has become in this full moon. And we, like I'm painting now, right? So this is bringing me into the loop of timelessness, and time, the linear time, is finished. It doesn't want to exist anymore. It's like when we create a circle, right, in that circle, it comes back to where we started, and we will face it one more time, but with a different outlook, with a different perspective, right? And that's what's this new moon, this full moon wants to bring to us, right? A new awareness of how we're going to do things, right? Everything is now enlightened, right? Enlightened deep into our emotional, into our psychic abilities. And the criticism or the conditioning, which is linear, like it's not working anymore, right? Remember, don't judge no one. We're all just awakening. We're all just not that aware yet. That's all, right? No one, I know there's people, we like to judge, we like to bring the fault to the pointing the finger, right? But it's not working anymore, and we really have to allow to see that, okay, some people are there. Well, good, I'm here. It's different, right? Sometimes 180 degrees or full swing, and it's okay, right? So I just wish you a good reading, and a good moon meditation for this 7th and 8th of May. And thank you for watching, taking care of your life and taking care of the people around you. I salute you and wish you a namaste. Thank you. Welcome, Aquarius. This is your full moon in Scorpio reading. So we are still the sun is still in Taurus, which is the King of Pentacles, right? The Taurus energy. So it's all about, again, real estate and properties and the finances and also the food. It's a very pleasure-oriented also card. And we are, of course, moving from this heaviness now from the Taurus new moon, where we planted hopefully a seed, into now the Scorpio full moon. And here's the water, right? The water that gives nutrition to this seed, gives now the highlight to grow towards this full moon, right? So the death card seems for a lot of people always a little like, oh God, death card, right? It's the transformation that's happening to the death is here in the rising of the sun, showing us that we have to let go of something, right? And when we do use a yoga position, which is the Scorpio here, I painted it just kind of like as that very light energy. It's like a rainbow. It's like, yes, we bringing now a higher consciousness into our feet, right? The head is down on the ground, and now a higher consciousness wants to be intuitively lived, right? Letting go of the mind, letting go of that overthinking. Okay, so you're reading the mystical shaman card came out, and then it's the number 22, and it says the ghost dance. So just what does that make you feel when I say that, right? So just think about where it is that you feel like there's a ghost dance going on in your life, and we're gonna read the card at the end. So, but this is like the overall energy that's influencing your reading. In the center is the Four of Swords, right? The Four of Swords is always about going inward and connecting to the heart through meditation. And it's beautiful, this card. I really love the way she drew this card. It shows us that when I go into my cocoon, when I go inwards into this inner realm, I can heal anything, right? And especially the heart. What's crossing this card is the King of Pentacles, right? Exactly the time right now where Taurus is, the sun is in Taurus, and this is the King of Pentacles, beautifully shown here. He sits at home, and he's like a very homey person, very like loves to read, loves to be intellectually stimulated, but also very heavy, like he sits there and he's, you know, so maybe you starting to go into a dimension of like now staying at home, meditate, read, getting inspired now by all the things that are, you know, happening around us. And it shows me that this is where you have to go, because the beautiful thing is like your card, your major arcana card, comes from the past, which is here the Star. And the Star is about your hopes and dreams and that envisioning, that star, right? That imagination, when we look up into the stars and we're like, oh, we dream bigger than we could ever imagine. And this is who you are, right? This is your inspiration. Now, in the recent past, it's the Ten of Wands, meaning you did way too much. And that's why actually this is saying stop, go inwards, right? really allow now the healing to take place. And this is where it's the full moon is highlighting this, right, for you, because it's very important now to let go of things that are not working anymore. And so here you have this like burden, right? Too much, you always do too much. And of course, this is all happening at the same time. It's not like, okay, this was yesterday, right? But it was yesterday, it was in the past, right? And you have been working a lot, right? So what's then below you, what's on your ground is the Five of Cups, a certain sadness, right? You lost some of the emotional connection, which is those 3 cups, but you still have 2. So there is hope in the Five of Cups. It's not all just lost. If you just focus on a different direction, and you will see all of a sudden, there is still something that I can be happy about. And 2 of Cups is like forms a relationship again, right? 2 cups, the 2 of Cups is then the 2 of Cups, which is the soulmate connection, right? So just remember that, right? So don't dive too much into it. And above you, in your head, is the 6 of Swords in reverse, right? Now the 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords straight up talks about nightmares and thoughts that you just too much thinking. And of course in reverse, it's like it could mean you letting it go, or it could mean that it goes even deeper into this nightmarish thinking, right? Not sleeping well, having like, you know, not such a good mental energy, right? So just think about it, because this is why the 4 of Swords is here, right? To meditate, to allow this healing to happen. And then what happens in the future, you got 3 more cards coming out. Usually I take only 1, but for some reason they told me leave it. It's the Tower in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse, followed by the 9 of Pentacles, right? So now the 9 of Swords in reverse above your head, right, in your crown, in your thinking, is followed by the 10 of Swords, and shows me that you're gonna come out of that, right? You're gonna come out, because what happened is that you had, sorry, I'm gonna just do these 2 first, I don't hold too many, but you had a release, right, from 9 to the 10, because of the Tower, because of this lightning that struck you and really released a lot of like heaviness, heavy thinking, a lot of worrying, and you're like releasing that further, right? And why it's good what happened, it's good that you are doing that, is because you have after that the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is like that independent personality that is happy in his garden, is happy in picking the fruits, right, from all his work, and enjoying finally, right? Look at the white dove. Is it a white dove? Or maybe it's a white bird. Anyway, like really coming to terms of enjoying yourself, because you went deep into your meditation, right? And again, the King of Pentacles, the earthy material energy, the number 9 of Pentacles, it shows that you will get through all of the other difficult things, right? You will manage to come out of it. So focus on this, right? So let's have a look at the ghost dance, what that means. And then we're going to combine the cards again together and see how they like interact with each other, right? So here we go. So have a look again at this picture while I'm reading this card. The essence. The ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us, honor the spirits of the ancestors, and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives. The invitation of this card. The ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar. Light a candle to them and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you and write the new story for your life. Wow. Right? So no more, right, going into all of this difficult, right? This is all difficult. Right? No more of all of this, including now, of course, these two, right? Finish. Allow this to leave you and start rewriting your story, right? Start rewriting your story, because you are this beautiful star in the sky, and you are going through meditation, right? Through meditation, you're going into this place through being at home and grounding yourself. You will actually be extremely happy, extremely joyful, right? And having the abundance, not to worry about it, right? So this full moon meditation, I really want you to meditate. Just meditate, right? And see what comes up. It's given to you, right? That this is now your path, right? Your new existence is like being happy with yourself, not needing no one, right? This is a single person, right? And then see what comes next, right? So this is for this full moon on this coming Thursday, where you're going to look at all these beautiful signs that you will get from your spirit. So I wish you a beautiful meditation, and thank you for watching. Namaste.